Hi, welcome to the second session of the Good News Ministries video course on finding God in times of waiting. In the first session, we reflected on how we project onto God the traits of the human beings who have been in our lives, and thereby we think of Him in a much more limited way that He really isn't. We're thinking of God as somebody that He isn't. Today, I want to expand on that a little further, because what we do when we're waiting is we're projecting into the wait a God who is limited, a God who is not answering our prayers because either He doesn't care, or He's too busy with other people, or it's too impossible of a situation. What we're doing is we're boxing God up. You know, many times we think God could fit into a box this size. Maybe it's a box this size. But whatever size box, God is much more, God is much bigger than we imagine Him to be. Our human brains are very limited in our ability to understand the vastness and the infinite love of God, the infinite caring of God, the nature of God that is much more than what we imagine Him to be. Because what we imagine Him to be is limited. What God is way more than the biggest box we could possibly find to put Him into. Whatever you think now about God, how much He cares, how much He loves, how merciful He is, how powerful He is, He's more than that. However much you think that He wants to answer your prayers, it's more than that. However much you think He is concerned about the people that you're praying for who are away from the faith, He's more than that. He cares about them even more than you care about them. However much you're thinking that God can work a miracle, He's more powerful than that, and more willing than that, and more interested than that. Whatever you think about in regards to God, He's more than that. And when we realize that, we can begin to trust Him even in times when it seems like our prayers are not being answered. There's a bigger picture going on than what we know, what we see, what we imagine. God, in His infinite wisdom and infinite knowledge and awareness of everybody and everything that's affected by what we're hoping for and praying for and waiting on, He understands all those issues, and He wants what's best for everyone. And that takes time, because yes, He is dealing with other people's free will. And He's dealing with waiting for certain things to fall into place. Who knows? I mean, there's more. Only God knows, because there is more to it than we will ever understand. And if we remember that when we're starting to feel frustrated, then we can remember that the waiting is good. You know, I myself have somebody in my family who is very near to my heart, very precious to me, who is away from the faith, away from the family, and he's been like that for 15 years. I've been praying for him for 15 years. Everybody I talk to, I get their prayers enlisted. There's been many people who have been praying for him. I finally heard God say, you know what? The wait is good, Terry. You know, it didn't feel good to me. It didn't seem good to me. But the sense of the Holy Spirit in me saying it is good filled me so much that I knew that it was the Holy Spirit. I knew it was good. And that has been the source of my peace ever since. Until then, I got impatient. I got frustrated because I was putting God in a box. I was wanting God to do things my way. I was wanting God to take care of things a long time ago that I'm still waiting on. We're all like that. Just know that God is more, much more, infinitely more than you're aware of or can ever imagine. And in that moreness is total caring, total love, total concern, total compassion, total interest in what you're interested in, what you're hoping for, what you're praying for, what you're waiting for.